My God, I hate drugs.
Kahapon, inihain ni Tourism Promotions Board Chief Operating Officer CESAR Montano ang kanyang courtesy resignation. Sa kanyang sulat sa Malacanang, nagpasalamat si Montano sa kanyang pagkakatalaga sa pwesto. Ayon kay Special Assistant to the President Bongo, tinanggap na ng Pangulo ang pagbibitiw ni Montano, pero hindi idinitalye kung may kaugnayan ito sa kinikwestyong 320 million peso buhay karinderya project ng TPB. Ayon naman kay Presidential Spokesman Harry Roque, ombudsman na ang bahala kung may dapat kasuhan.
The Ombudsman has a constitutional mandate to conduct preliminary investigation to determine if they should be charged in court for violating the anti-graft law. So nasa Ombudsman po yan.
Matatanda ang kinwestiyon ng bagong Tourism Secretary na si Bernadette Romulo Puyat kung bakit nagbayad agad ng 80 milyong piso ang gobyerno sa Maryland Birth International Incorporated para sa nasabing proyekto, gayong di ito dumaan sa bidding. Pero para raw sa kanya, sarado na ang usaping ito at bahala na ang Commission on Audit sa pagbusisi sa issue. Depensa naman ni TPB Deputy COO for Marketing and Promotions Maricon Ebron, may mga proyekto talaga na hindi idinadaan sa bidding dahil hindi ito mandato ng board. Pero welcome development daw sa kanila ang pagbibitiw ni Montano. Aminado sila, masama ang loob nila sa aktor.
Hard to say it's indeed a welcome development, no, for majority of the people here. I think we all know sometime before there were already irregularities.
Si Montano na ang ika-4 na appointee ng administrasyon na nawala sa pwesto simula nung nakaraang linggo. Ayon sa partner ng Pangulo na si HONEYLET Nagsalia, hindi madali para sa Pangulo ang ganitong mga desisyon, lalo't marami sa kanila tumulong sa kanya nung kampanya.
It's just being true to his promise na he's going to stop corruption. So that's why sakit man sa iyang kasing-kasing na i-fire, di ba? Wala siya'y mahimo.
Nauna nang sinabi ni Pangulong Duterte nitong weekend na nasa 5 opisyal ang kanyang sisibakin.
A day after President Duterte accepted actor Cesar Montano's resignation as head of the Tourism Promotions Board, an official of the agency says this is a welcome development. Our AC Nichols reports Malacanang is leaving it up to the Ombudsman to look into the alleged irregularities of the TPB.
A tourism official describes actor Cesar Montano's resignation as Tourism Promotions Board or TPB chief as the best move, at least to his former co-workers. TPB Deputy Chief Maricon Ebron says the agency's officials and employees are taking his sudden exit well. Ebron says TPB staff are looking forward to promoting the country without having to deal with other issues.
Tainted yung name namin, no? We don't want that to happen because ISO certified kami. So, you know, we have always been very professional in promoting the Philippines. And that's part of our mandate really is that, you know, we develop the country as a main tourist destination in Southeast Asia. Yeah. Talagang it's a welcome development.
Montano had faced complaints and issues since assuming office in 2016. This includes a supposed rushed speech at a Philippine tourism presentation in New York so he could watch a Broadway musical. He is also under investigation for supposedly approving, without proper bidding, the multi-million Buhay Karinderya project to promote Filipino home-cooked meals. Following his resignation on May 21st, Montano recommends the 3 highest-ranking TPB officials to be designated officer in charge, including Ebron. Ebron is hoping someone from the ranks will replace Montano to avoid mistakes in operations.
Dapat siguro the president or whoever appoints a new one should really choose someone who knows the job and who come from the ranks or perhaps from the private sector, who already know how, you know, the dealings of this office is.
Aside from Buhay Karinderya, Ebron says the Montano-led TPB spent millions on projects without proper bidding and were not approved by the board of directors. One that supposedly cost 15 million pesos was a video production to promote diving in the country. Ebron says the production group was from Hong Kong.
We should get from here because if you have to procure that, dapat i-bid yun. There are other suppliers of the same. Hindi unique sa kanila yon.
In the meantime, Malacanang is leaving it up to the ombudsman to look into the alleged irregularities.
The ombudsman has a constitutional mandate to conduct preliminary investigation to determine if they should be charged in court for violating the anti-graft law.
CNN Philippines is reaching out to Montano for his side but has yet to get a response. AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
It was Tourism Secretary Berna Romulo Puyat who confirmed to CNN Philippines last night that Montano resigned. When pressed for more details, Puyat said, quote, "I would like to consider this matter closed from my active involvement, but I trust that COA, or Commission on Audit, will get to the bottom of this episode," unquote. The Filipino community in Ireland mourns a Filipino student who was found dead by authorities in Dublin. They held a mass for 24-year-old Justine Valdez, who was earlier reported kidnapped and found dead near Dublin on Monday. In a statement, Philippine Foreign Affairs Chief Alan Peter Cayetano says, quote, "We grieve with the loved ones of Justine Valdez, someone so young and so full of promise who was suddenly taken away from them," unquote. Cayetano said the Philippine Embassy in London and the Honorary Consulate in Dublin have been monitoring the case. Talks about possible assistance to the family of Valdez are ongoing. Authorities say Valdez was abducted by a 40-year-old local man. According to witnesses, a woman matching the description of Valdez was seen being bundled into a car Saturday evening. Police tracked down the vehicle on Sunday and said that and fatally shot the suspect. The Foreign Affairs Department also sends its condolences to the families of two overseas Filipino workers who were killed in a fire in Saudi Arabia. Authorities identified the victims as Jesse Alata Pacetes and Reynaldo Baroga Castro. They died in a fire suspected to have been caused by faulty electrical wiring. The two victims were heavy equipment operators at a construction company. They were working on a road project in the city of Najran. Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano says his office is working on the return of their remains. We appreciate all your online comments on our top stories tonight. Keep them coming to our pages at CNN Philippines. We're also live right now on Facebook. Here are today's global headlines. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence warns North Korea that it could end up like Libya if it fails to make a nuclear deal with the United States. Pence spoke in an interview that aired Monday on Fox News. When it was noted that the comparison could be interpreted as a threat, Pence replied, quote, "Well, I think it's more of a fact," unquote. U.S. President Donald Trump's National Security Advisor John Bolton was the first to make a comparison between North Korea and Libya. A North Korean official said Bolton's comments were indicative of an, quote, "awfully sinister move against the regime of Kim Jong-un." Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi agreed to abandon his nuclear ambitions in exchange for sanctions relief in the early 2000s. Within years, Gaddafi was overthrown and killed by rebels backed by Washington, D.C. The United Nations warns that the production and trafficking of methamphetamine or meth in the Mekong Delta of Southeast Asia is rising at alarming levels. The area has long been notorious for opium and heroin, especially the so-called Golden Triangle of Laos, Myanmar, and Thailand. But experts say organized criminal groups have invested in meth as a response to market forces. It's also easy to hide and move the laboratories where the drug is made. The warnings about the escalating drug trade came during a meeting of drug and law enforcement officials in Myanmar's capital. The UN's Office on Drugs and Crime says the regional drug market for both heroin and methamphetamine is estimated to be worth around $40 billion. And Starbucks stores in the U.S. are now open to all, no purchase necessary. The company informed employees on Friday that people can gather in their cafes and patios even if they don't buy drinks. Store bathrooms are also available to everyone. The policy change follows an uproar over the way two black men were treated at a Starbucks in Philadelphia last month. One of the men asked to use the bathroom, but an employee told him it was only for paying customers. When the pair then sat in the store without ordering anything, the manager called police and the men were arrested for trespassing. No charges were filed. Starbucks later apologized to the men and said it will close 8,000 U.S. stores on May 29 for racial bias training. The royal wedding is not over just yet. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have released official photographs taken on their wedding day. CNN's Anna Stewart has more from Kensington Palace in London.
The 3 photographs released today capture this royal wedding beautifully, because even though they are official photographs, they are much more relaxed than you might expect. In the whole family shot, you've got Princess Charlotte just sitting on her mother's lap, the Duchess of Cambridge, and then there's the picture of all the bridesmaids and page boys, nearly all 10 of them looking at the camera, and plenty of cheesy grins. The photo of the couple themselves is just like the one that was taken at their engagement by the same photographer, Alexei Lubomirsky, and that's because it is seemingly between poses, very relaxed. It really shows them looking very happy and very in love. Now, Kensington Palace did release a statement today from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, as they are now called, thanking everyone for taking part in the celebrations over the weekend, and also adding that they are delighted with these photographs. Now, there's no honeymoon just yet. It's straight back to work for them. We'll be seeing them tomorrow on Tuesday at Buckingham Palace, where they'll be helping to celebrate the Prince of Wales's 70th birthday party, and that will be the first time we see them as a married couple. Anna Stewart, CNN, Kensington Palace, London.
Still no closure for families of people who went missing amid the Marawi siege. How are they coping a year later?